morning everyone to Wimbledon Spiritualist Church Sunday service. Today we have Lesley Malton, who is our medium for today. I'll invite her to do the welcoming prayer.
Good morning everybody. You'd just like to close your eyes. Divine Spirit, Holy Father, we thank you for bringing us all here today within this wonderful church, filled with love. I ask that I'll be used as a channel or to send healing to all those within this church and those watching. May I be used to bring messages of love and comfort from those in the spirit world to prove that there is no life. There is life after death. Sorry, I can hear myself, so I'm getting a bit confused. I need to change my laptop. May this service be led in your name. Amen. Amen. I'm sorry about that. I can hear myself, so I'm going to just try and mute again
before you. Sorry.
Mute this one.
I'm going to go over the healing list right now. So I would like to send love and healing to Malcolm, Mandy, Irene.
Can you speak a little loud?
Sorry. Okay, sorry. Are we ready? Okay, so I would like to send love and healing. Is that better for you? Yeah, okay. Love and healing to people that are on the healing list. So Malcolm, Mandy, Irene, Reese, Sharon, Jim, Terry, Mum Taz, Margaret, Jill, Amber, Ben, Barbara, Shirley, Oscar, Mick, Tony and Julie, David and Jackie, Ramona, Hart, Marion, Polly, Mike, Paul, 2 missing girls, Chris and Chanel. Okay, age 14, last seen getting on a 85 bus going towards Putney or Roehampton, and John Clifford. Sorry, that's not a usual healing list, but we do send hope and prayers for those missing girls. And can we also send love and healing for those that are not on the list, please? Are you ready? Is everyone ready to now do the Serenity Prayer? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I would like to welcome Jill, who's going to be doing the reading.
Good morning, everyone. This morning's reading is from the White Eagle Book of Meditation, The Still Voice. The healing power of love. We come to help you to attune yourselves to the infinite power of love. Love is the worker of miracles. Divine love will meet every need of your life. The material world and your imprisonment in the physical body may seem to you very hard, and you have become accustomed to thinking in terms of pain and inconvenience and ills of the flesh, which seem so obstinate and will not be removed. Of course they will not, if you think about them, but as soon as you dwell in spirit, attuned to the love of your Father, Mother God, you will feel the inflow of a magic power of healing. But don't be in too much of a hurry. Be patient. If you will train yourselves to think in terms of love every moment of life, you will find that unconsciously and almost imperceptibly, a beautiful healing will take place in your life. There are many methods of healing, but only one true source from which all healing flows. And this source is divine love, the foundation of all life. The Master Jesus is at the head of the healing ray, and it is his special work to help humanity to make contact with the source of life. He comes to you whenever you truly call. No prayer goes unanswered, because true prayer sets up a vibration in your soul which goes right to the source. True prayer is the complete surrender of the soul to God's will. Thy will be done in earth. Thy will be done in my physical body. Thy will be done in me. God's will is good, and his will is that your body should be healthy, holy, and able to enjoy all the beauty of life. May the wisdom which will guide you to this end fill your heart and mind.
So sorry for feeling that. I wanted to hear.
Oh, yeah. We thank Jim, who's going to go around with the collection.
The SPTV Divine Guidance Oracle Pack, a unique blend of inspiration and artistic beauty. Our captivating set of 78 cards combines the power of ancient archetypes, celestial guidance, and the essence of life itself to provide you with a unique tool for self-discovery, clarity, and transformation, all lovingly housed within an exclusive rigid box. The pack includes a booklet that delves into every card in detail, some of which carry dual meanings for deeper interpretation. The booklet also features 8 distinctive card spread layouts. Among these treasures, you'll discover 22 major arcana, 9 main archangels, 4 elements, and 40 life cards, each a work of art, radiating beauty and delivering profound messages that resonate deeply within your being. The SPTV Divine Guidance Pack, where beauty meets enlightenment. Pre-order today and unlock the extraordinary wisdom that awaits you. To be among the pioneers in experiencing our forthcoming collection and to reserve your pack in advance, as well as to access more details, including a sample audio description, kindly visit sptv.uk/cards. Nadija Bajami, a proficient strategic hypnotherapist, mind coach, grief educator, accomplished Reiki master, and gifted psychic medium, extends a warm invitation to join us on an exploration during a 4-week introductory mediumship course. As a special privilege, this extraordinary opportunity is being offered to our esteemed VIP members without any associated costs. Immerse yourself in the art of refining your innate talents and finding balance in communion with the realm of spirits. The course begins on Sunday, November 5th, at 7 p.m. via Zoom, and details will be placed in the VIP lounge. For more information on becoming a VIP, visit sptv.uk. Tomorrow morning from 11 a.m, our magazine show Brighten Your Day offers readings, guests, gossip and more. Start your day with SPTV. This coming Monday from 8 p.m, join Minty May for an evening of psychic and mediumship readings.
for a start.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Just to say that I've got an alien spacecraft hanging over my head. It's actually, we've changed the microphones around, so hopefully you can hear us both better. So we're going to say a few good mornings to some people watching. So good morning, Kim. Yeah, we all send our love out to Chelsea and her family.
I can't see, sorry.
Okay, good morning to Leisha. And to Stacia. And to Anessa. Good morning to Austin Charles. And Sue Lawrence. Oh dear, she's got COVID. So she's watched Christmas movies in the bedroom, trying to avoid her husband. Well, I hope you enjoy the service this morning. Sue, feel better soon. Hi Hayley, good morning. And good morning, Chrissy. And hi, Angie. Hope you're well.
Morning, Angela.
Hi, Janita. It's a nice name.
Morning, Kim.
And good morning, Christine Davis. Hope you can all join us this morning.
Morning, Terry.
And good morning to Sam B. Hope you can all be with us today.
Morning, Jenny.
And hi, Pamela. So you're in Australia, fantastic. I've got a stepdaughter in Australia. Beautiful country.
That's really tiny.
I think we're going to get
Yeah, I would like to invite Lesley to do the address for today. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm always guided by, I'll take my glasses off now, can't I, for a minute, because I don't have to look at the screen. I'm always guided by spirit as to what I'm going to talk about when I do an address. And I had an idea, and then I woke up this morning and they completely changed it. So they caught me on the hop a little bit, so we're just going to go with the flow. I wanted to talk about how we all came into spiritualism. Now, I know people ask me, how did I become a spiritualist? So I would say, well, I don't really know. So I don't know how many of you here within the church or at home can actually remember the day you turned around and said, well, I'm going to become a spiritualist today. Is there anybody that remembers that day? No hands up here in the church. Now, isn't it strange? Because when I look back on my journey, I walked into this church, I think, in 1995, if I remember rightly. As far as I know, I'd sent a letter to Keith Charles asking to join one of his circles because I'd read his book. And he'd written on the letter, I'm sure our paths will cross one day. And I saw he was doing a workshop, so I came along to the workshop. And that was the beginning of my story. I have no idea particularly how I started to sit in circle. I remember saying to Del, who was our president at the time, lovely Del Robinson, you know, I'd love to sit in circle. And he said, well, my daughter-in-law Jackie, she's just started a new circle, speak to her. So I joined Jackie's circle. I then went on to go at Hatbridge, our sister church. We used to have a jumble sale every year. And I went along to the jumble sale. I was very naive, I didn't know anything. And I had a reading. The second reading I ever had. I did have one at the College of Psychic Studies in London. It was the second reading I ever had. And I was told by a medium that I would be very influential in Hatbridge Church, that I would run my own circles, I would be a teacher. And I looked at this man as I was absolutely bonkers. He said to me, a lady called Chris would be a very strong person in my life, and I thought, well, I don't know anybody, because I've just walked in here. It's the first jumble sale I've ever kind of come for the jumble sale. You know, I haven't come to develop or do anything. And as it happens, all those years later, I became the medium secretary at Hatfish Church. My ex-husband and myself put in the new kitchen at the church and did a lot of work down there. Chris was a lady that taught me healing, and I do now run my circles here, and I teach. Now that was back, what, 28 years ago? I'll probably do my sums wrong, I'm not very good at that. And I didn't have a clue. And isn't it strange how it creeps up on us? None of my family was spiritualists. I know a lot of people do come from spiritualist families, or I think, you know, if you come from a Catholic family or a Baptist family, you tend to follow that religion, don't you? My mum was always looking for religion. My dad was atheist, he hated anything like that. My mum loved songs of praise, and my dad, she would let in any Jehovah's Witness or anybody come in to talk, because she couldn't find that right niche. And now looking back, for me, it was spiritualism that she would have loved. I think for us it's a way of life, isn't it? It's not so much of a religion, it creeps up on us. We don't make that determined thing that I'm going to go to church, I'm going to find a nice spiritualist church, I'm going to go to church and I'm going to become a spiritualist. It just happens. And I don't know whether you've all noticed with your lives, I've always been put in the right place at the right time. And things have happened to me in my life. And I know I'm talking about myself a little bit, but I'm hoping it will make you realise how you've got where you are today as well, and that you can resonate with that. That, you know, I got hit when I worked in the hospital. I got hit when I worked in the hospital. I was off work for 4 years. Now, when I was in the hospital, I learned a lot of training, nurses training about the body, all that sort of thing, about healing, that sort of thing. And then I was stuck at home, and I thought, where am I going to go now? What am I going to do now? I had no intention of moving forward to do anything spiritual. And all of a sudden, it was like I was just guided. I was put here. If that hadn't happened to me, I probably would have still been nursing, and I wouldn't be here today where I am today. And I wouldn't be teaching and have the privilege of being able to train all the new healers and having my circle and seeing all the new mediums develop. For me, it's such a wonderful experience. And I know, I bet for every one of you sitting here, you think to yourselves, well, if you look back, when did I actually decide I was going to do that? What made me decide I was going to do that? Did I suddenly think one day I want to go and sit in circle? Possibly you may do. Or was it just that you were pushed that way? You were guided that way, it felt right. You walked into a church, and maybe not every church felt right, but when you came into this church at Wimbledon, you felt, I feel comfortable here, this is where I want to be. My church is like my second family. You know, all of you sitting here, those that I know and those that I don't know, you're like my second family. I've made so many beautiful friends since coming into spiritualism. And like I say, people say to me, you know, quite often, you know, well, how did it happen? How did you become a healer? Oh, well, I remember asking somebody if I could heal with them, but I'm not quite sure how it happened. And I sort of remember coming out of one circle and going into another, but I don't really know. And then I always said, you know, like I say, I've got the privilege that I'm the healing tutor here, and I also teach the counselling with my daughter, Danielle. And I thought, well, I'll go to I'll learn counselling, not because I want to become a minister, which is what most people do. I just want to add it to my healing. I think it would be nice as an extra thing to add to my healing. And I always swore blind, I would never, ever become a minister. It wasn't for me at all. And then one day I woke up, and I remember ringing Ray's up and saying, I've decided I want to become a minister. Ray, he nearly fell off his chair because it was such a shock, and it's such a shock for me. And I look back over my life, really, to when my parents were alive. I mean, I know they look over me all the time, but they wouldn't know me as a person now. I'm so different to the person I was back then. And I feel we all grow. Do you resonate with that when you come to church and you start learning about spiritualism and your life changes? Your priorities change, don't they? It's not all about messages and, you know, having Uncle Fred coming through and saying he's okay. It's how we live our lives here. That's what's important. We spread the love, don't we? Not hatred, we spread love. We want there to be peace in the world, to be calm in the world. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you could wake up one morning and everybody just loved each other? Everybody was nice to each other. Life would be so much better. And that's what we try and instill, I think, as spiritualists. We spread that love, we spread that light, and we don't even know we're doing it sometimes, do we? I don't make a big thing with my friends and go out and say I'm a medium, I'm a healer, I'm this and that and the other. A lot of people don't even know. But just by talking to people, even if you're in the restaurant and you're talking to somebody next to you, you're getting on the bus and you help an old lady on the bus. You say hello to somebody. You might not have even spoken to anybody for months on end. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Spreading that love, spreading that light. Talking about our faith. Not ramming it down somebody's throat. We don't need to do that. But just telling them what we believe in, what we do. How it feels for us, how good it is for us. And I hope a lot of you online can understand this as well. You know, maybe one day you were just strolling through the internet and you came across SPTV in our service and thought, oh, I'll watch a bit of that, I've got nothing else to do. And I found you enjoyed it. And that was your start of your journey. So I'm going to leave that thought with you and have a think back. And I bet you can't remember. But isn't it a wonderful place to be now we found it? I'll leave that with you.
What a beautiful address, Lesley, and I can resonate with that because my parents are not spiritual at all. This is very unusual. They just think I'm weird, to be honest with you, and they just think this is a Nicola thing to do, and they entertain it for a while. And also, I can't actually put a finger when I actually started becoming a spiritualist. I think I was introduced to people who was already in the church. So that's how it happened. I started my job, I met Shirley, and then she said, come to the Spirit Seekers Weekend. So I did. And then from there, I gradually joined a circle with Mary and started a circle family. And then all of a sudden, and then several years later, I was like, I want to develop. And I was like, what? Where did that come from? So I understand completely how it just happens to you, I would say.
Just spread that little light, one little candle. You carry one little candle and you pass that little candle on to somebody else, or you light their candle. Then they light somebody else's candle. And it carries on until everybody doesn't have to become a spiritualist. They don't have to become a spiritualist. But if they can believe and they can have that love and they realise that there is no death, that life carries on, and that it's in here, isn't it? For all of you, it's in here, and you can't take it away. I bet you couldn't walk out that door tomorrow and say, I'm not going to be a spiritualist anymore, I'm not going to feel the way I do anymore, because it's in us, and we can't change that. Do you want me to go and see something?
Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay, so let's see where we're going. I've got a lady that's here in a wheelchair, and I do feel she's with Ray, so I'm going to try and ask her to stand back a little bit, because I don't know whether Ray might come in a minute, but I do feel she wants to talk to Ray. I feel it's his nan. I have a lady with me that wants to connect with somebody called Julia or Julian. I don't know whether there's anybody in the church with that name. Maybe there's somebody online, Richard, if there's anybody online. It's a lady that wants to connect with them, and this lady would have passed with cancer, with a cancer condition. She's not very old. I say she's not very old in my age because I'm old, so I would say she was probably in her 40s or 50s when she passed. She was always very full of energy. I feel she would have had short hair, quite cropped hair. Come back in a minute, Ray. I'll do you next. Is there anybody who understands that?
You.
Sorry?
I heard you.
Oh, okay.
Come back when you finish.
Okay, yeah, lovely. Is anybody that understands that, Richard, at all? Julia, Julian? That's who she was? No, not at the moment? Okay.
I can't see any. Anyone in church can take anything from that?
No, I feel it's the name she's after. I did feel it was somebody online. Okay, I'll see if I can get a little bit more from her. If it can't be taken, then... She's talking about a ring. Somebody's got her ring, and I feel this would be a ring with a stone in it, not a wedding ring. There's somebody on the earth. I feel as though it was a breast cancer condition that took her over, and it was very quick. It was a case. It wasn't a lingering. So when she was diagnosed, it probably would have been stage 4 or something like that. Nobody can understand this lady, no? Okay, I'll leave it because Ray's come back again, and let's get Ray's name from.
Oh, Jacqueline said my sister passed with cancer.
Okay. Can you understand the J name, Julia, Julian, something like that? I'll leave that with Jackie. I'm just going to give Ray his message, and then I'll come back to you, Jacqueline, okay? Ray, I've got Nan here.
Yeah.
She's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I've never met Ray's Nan.
No.
She's quite a character.
Oh, yeah.
As she's coming through, she's quite a character, and she's saying she is so glad that you've been away. Now, I do know Ray's been away on holiday, just come back with his family from a week's holiday. She said you need it, and she's telling you, will you slow down a bit?
No.
No, you won't, okay. Now she's wagging.
Yeah.
All right, she's wagging.
No, I do understand.
Is it like she would have been the matriarch of the family? Now, I could see her in a wheelchair, but that wouldn't have held her back.
No, she was.
She would have
very
been there, you know, telling everybody
No, she did, yeah.
what to do, and she's saying don't stop altogether, just take a step back,
Yeah, no, I understand.
and sometimes will you ask for help?
Sorry, I missed.
Will you sometimes ask for help?
Sometimes ask for help. Oh, wow.
You know, don't always,
Okay.
maybe you do, but not as
Not
much
enough.
as you should
Yeah,
do,
no, I
yeah,
understand.
because
I hear you.
she's saying you pretend that you're okay all the time, and you pretend to carry on,
No, that's very true.
and then you might have a little setback,
Yeah,
whereas if you took a little bit more rest,
yeah.
it would be better.
I do understand that.
Sorry, I've got to give you what she's saying. She's also saying sometimes it makes you bad-tempered.
Really? Never.
Would you, and she's talking to Jackie with this. Would you understand that, Jackie? That sometimes if he's in pain or he can't do what he wants to do, he gets ratty.
Not as good at being ill as I am.
Okay. Okay.
I've mastered it, I'm professional.
Yeah, but she's saying he gets ratty when he can't do what he wants to do. And I understand that feeling because I'm the same. It's very frustrating. I know you started using a stick, but she's saying to you, will you be careful? Because you don't always look where you're putting the stick,
I understand that.
and you're a bit wobbly on it. Do you know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
understand.
Make sure you put it on something firm, because it's as though she's showing you go whoop, but
Yeah.
you don't put it down properly, okay?
I do understand.
She's talking to you like you're a little boy, because for her, you are still a little boy.
That's nice.
Okay? And she's saying to you, things will be okay.
Okay, I understand.
Don't worry too much.
No.
Okay? She's not telling me what it is, but because it's nothing to do with me. But she's saying things will be okay.
Yeah.
Stop looking too far forward.
Okay.
and worrying about the future. Think of tomorrow,
Right.
because you're getting yourself in a little bit of a pickle where you think forward and worry about what's going to happen, and
Yeah.
enjoy today. That's what she's saying. She's not saying there's anything nasty going to happen, but just enjoy today, because you're missing out. Okay, she said, that's it, I'm going now.
Okay.
And I feel I don't know whether she liked to drink.
Pub's open, yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I feel she's going down the pub now.
Only talking to Jim about her this morning.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, about her drinking.
Okay, well, I wasn't here then, so I didn't.
No.
But she said, I'm going now, and she did say, I'm going down the pub. So,
I'm ready, and everybody
Can I
else.
just say, Liz, just to confirm what you're saying, I've been saying for months now, I'm okay with my loss of sight,
yeah,
and I realise I'm not.
okay, yeah.
And I've struggled, I've had some falls, both indoors, outdoors, at Stratford,
Yeah,
and it's becoming more complex than I realise, and I'm
Yeah.
speaking to people starting this week
good,
about it.
Good.
Not quite counselling, but it's people that are similar to me, how they've lost their
Yeah.
eyesight, and because I do find it a struggle. Like today, I'm finding it hard to see out of my good eye.
yeah,
And they did tell me about 9 weeks ago, that I may have lost the eyesight in this good eye,
okay,
and that was frightening
yeah,
to see
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and this is, but she also wants to bring across to you, I know it's so easy to say, isn't it? Don't worry. Try not to worry
No.
too much about what's
No.
going to happen. Enjoy now.
We did say, Jackie and I would take each day as it came,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, but she's gone now anyway. She's
No, that's
she's gone
good.
off to the pub.
On a
So
Sunday, I used to take her into a pub.
Okay.
Because she was in her wheelchair in Brixton, pull her up some steps, about 4 or 5 steps.
yeah,
And then she'd stick her good leg out,
yeah.
so people would knock it, see that she's lost her leg, and get a scotch off them.
I wonder where that came from.
And she would give me 50p to buy me a pint, her a large whiskey, and Jackie a baby sham or whatever
Yeah.
Jack was drinking, and she'd want change.
Because it wasn't 50p, you see, it was 10 bob.
Yeah.
Oh,
And 10 bob was an awful lot more than 50.
She's an amazing character.
oh, she was.
She's an amazing
She's
character.
This is
Yeah.
the early 80s.
And you wonder, and now you sort of see her, you know where Stag got something.
Well, I was just going to say, because I wasn't sure, I felt she was Del's mum.
Yeah,
But I was going to say, now I know where Del got
Yeah.
his characteristic
Yeah.
from, because it was from
no,
mum.
that was lovely.
Oh, thank you.
That was nice, thank
I'm
you.
glad. So let's have a back look on here. So Karen said her cousin died of breast cancer and her name was Judy.
And then you got Jacqueline as well.
And Jacqueline as well. Sorry. Okay. Would you understand that it was a quick diagnosis, Karen? If you could put, and I can see her with a short hairstyle, so I don't know whether she started to lose her hair and then had her hair cut in sort of like what I would call pixie cut, or whether her hair was that short normally. And she's also, I don't know whether you can understand the ring. She's talking about the ring. There's a ring here with somebody. It looks as though it's got a blue stone on the top. Does anybody remember Lady Di's ring? It looks like that, as I can see, it looks like that. Okay, let's wait and see if anybody's coming back, see where we're going with this. Obviously, it takes a little while. She went quick. Okay, Karen. Then I feel that perhaps I'm with you. Let's see what else we could get. She's telling me you're worried about your health at the moment, Karen. And she's saying get a checkup, but you're okay. All right? I'm not sure whether there's people that have passed from certain conditions in the family and you're worried that it's going to affect you. But she's saying, again, don't get, as I was saying to Ray earlier, don't get too worried about the future. Oh, you had one. I presume Karen's talking about the ring. Okay. She's saying don't get too het up with the future. Live for today. And I think that's a very important message for all of us, that we should live for today. I think we all spend, and I do it myself, spend so much time worrying about what's going to happen, and, you know, is this going to happen, is that going to happen, and then we turn around and think to ourselves, But I spent all that time worrying, and I can't change anything. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. So enjoy today. She's saying you're feeling very stressed at the moment, Karen, and she wants you to relax more. She's telling me you used to read and you don't read anymore. And she's also saying that you don't laugh, you don't have fun like you used to, you don't smile like you used to. So if you could let me know if you can understand that, Karen, whenever you can, please. And then we'll see where we're going. Well, yes, you can understand that. Okay, brilliant. She's just laughing and she's saying to you, will you cheer up? She's saying to you, will you cheer up? But she's saying there's nothing really for you to worry about. And I know it's easy for somebody to say, but I suppose in the condition she had, and she's looking down on you. She does look over you, and I do feel you've been aware of her at some time. I don't know whether there's a connection that when you see a rainbow you think of her, because she's showing me a rainbow. And she just wants you to take care of yourself, to brighten yourself up, to smile more, to have fun and not be so stressed, okay? Take a step back, she's saying to you. Take a step back. Worry about tomorrow, not next week or next year. And I'm going to leave her love with you, Karen, okay? Thank you. Can I come to Linda? Now, I do know Linda, but I don't know about Linda. So, got a gentleman stepping forward. I feel his father. Would father be in spirit?
Yeah.
Okay. He's saying, thank goodness you've settled down. And I feel as though that means more roots. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah.
It's like you've been here, there, all over the place, but it's finally as though you're settled down a bit more than you have been.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel comfortable where you are, he's telling me.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable. It feels right. Feels like home.
Yeah.
He's actually saying to me, why are you not sitting in a development circle? Now, I don't know what your views of anything about that are, because we've never spoken about it.
Well, I do.
You do sit in a development circle?
Yeah.
Okay. I do apologise, I got that wrong. But you're more further forward than you give yourself credit for.
Yeah.
Okay, because he did say to me, why is she not up here? All right?
Yeah.
Now I can see Mary nodding behind you. Now I've got this from Spirit. I can say, yes, you sit in Mary's circle. No, I'm not going to cheat. I haven't got that from Spirit. I can see Mary nodding behind you. So I presume you sit in Mary's circle.
Yeah.
He's saying go up on platform with Mary. Because you haven't got the guts to do it on your own. Go up with Mary sometime.
Okay.
All right? Because you can do it. You could do it. All right? Okay, he's singing. Sorry? No, he's not drunk. He's singing. He's saying, why don't you sing more? Do you like singing? No? He wants you to sing as you do the housework. To lift your spirits. You know when you're doing the ironing, sometimes I put some music on and I seem to iron quicker. And it goes much faster than when I'm just sitting on, you know. And he wants you to put some music on while you're doing the housework. So I don't know whether you don't like doing the housework. I feel as though you don't like doing the housework. That's what he's saying. And if you could leave it, you would. It's not something that you think, you know, like some people, they have to hoover every day, have to dust every day. You'll do it when it needs doing.
Yeah.
That makes sense, okay. And he's saying you're not dirty, but you've got better priorities in life, which is good.
Yeah.
Than sitting indoors doing things like that, okay. He's still singing, there's a song he's singing and I can't get it. It's like an Irish song. Not Irish connections in the family.
No.
It's like an Irish song he's singing. He's actually singing when Irish eyes are smiling.
No, that just came into my head.
Did it?
You said that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I must be psychic. Okay, yeah, he's actually singing when Irish eyes are smiling. So look at the words of that song. Now I should know the words of that song. Is it The Whole World Smiles With You? No?
Yeah.
Anybody want to give us a quick rendition? Look at the words of that song because it's important and that's the message he wants to bring to you, okay? He's happy where you are. He's glad you settled down and he's just going to me like this to you.
Okay.
All right, so I'll leave his love with you.
Thank you.
Liz, can I come to you? I do know Liz, but again, I don't know everything about Liz. It's very difficult when you work at the church or you're on platform at the church. You do know a lot of people, but obviously you don't know the ins and outs of their lives. I've got a gentleman stepping forward here, and he's saying he's sorry. So I'm looking round because she's behind the plant. He's saying he's sorry. He caused a lot of disruption when he passed. Would you understand this?
I will, yeah.
Yeah, okay. He didn't want that to happen. He didn't get a chance to say things he wanted to say. I don't know whether you'd understand that before he passed.
I was a baby when he passed.
Sorry?
I was a baby when he passed.
He was a baby. Okay. Then I don't think we're thinking of the same gentleman. You would have known this gentleman. It wasn't that long ago. I think you're connected to your husband. Yeah? Because he's saying, no, it's not from when you were little, it's from a while ago. And he's saying there was disruption when he passed. There were things he should have said that he didn't get a chance to say to the family.
Yeah.
Okay? He didn't expect to go, he's not telling me how he passed. And he didn't expect to go as quickly as he did. He thought he had more time. Okay? So he felt there was time. He's telling me he didn't really know he was going.
It was really quick.
Okay, it was really quick. Yeah, he didn't really know he was going, and it caught him on the hop as well.
Yeah.
You know, 1 minute it was like, I'm not saying he died quickly. I'm not saying it was like a heart attack or an instant death. But 1 minute he was here, the next minute he was over. He'd gone to heaven, and he thought, well, where am I? I didn't expect that to happen. Okay? He knows there's been a lot of turmoil in the family recently, and he wants to send you his love because he says you've been the strong person, you've been the main pin that's keeping everything together. You're the one that's stuck in the middle of everything, all right?
Yeah.
And whatever's happening, you're getting the brunt of it from everybody. And you're the one that's trying to... And it's not just one situation, I could see, maybe it looks like 4 situations around you that you're in the middle of them all and you're just trying to make everybody all right. And he's thanking you for that. But he's also saying, you shouldn't have to be doing that. Okay? Sorry, I shut my eyes when I work. I haven't dropped off. He's talking about you felt him round you. Okay, now I don't know whether you've seen a white feather, and if you haven't, then look out for one, because he wants to send you a white feather. Okay, and that's him letting you know that he's around. All right? He's around your husband, and he's saying, I'm trying to calm him down. All right?
It's not working.
No, he's trying. He said, I'm trying to calm him down. There's a lot going on with your husband that he's not dealt with.
Yeah. He's
Got lots of stuff to carry that he still needs to deal with. And this is coming from this gentleman.
Yeah.
All right? He doesn't want to face it because he's scared if he lets go, he won't stop. All right? Keep doing what you're doing, but make more time for you. You need more time for you, because every day you're either working, you're doing things for others, you're here, there and everywhere. Do something for you, because you'll snap. All right? And he doesn't want you to snap. Okay? And I'll leave his love with you. Okay.
I think we can do one more.
Okay. I've got a little girl. She's come skipping in. She's got a skipping rope. She looks to me as though she's anything, I'd say, between 9 and perhaps 12. Now, I'm not sure with this. I feel it would either be a leukemia condition, or she's touching her head. It would be a form of tumour. It would have connected together. So I don't know whether there would have been a tumour that would have connected with blood, with a blood condition. And I think this is a way back. I don't think this is recently. It looks more perhaps the 70s, 60s, 70s time. Anybody understand this little girl?
Actually, I can understand.
Can you understand her?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I thought I'd left you. No, she can't skip. She's saying to me, tell her to skip, and I said, no, she can't skip. But again, I think it's upliftment she wants to bring you. Okay? She's saying, I don't want people to remember me when I'm ill, when I was ill. I want them to remember me like this. And she's got the old rope, and, you know, she's got patent shoes on, you know, with the one bar across. So that's where I think it's back a little bit.
It was the 70s.
Okay, she's not telling me how she knows you. She's quite cheeky. Was she cheeky because she's saying to me, doesn't matter how she knows me. She knows who I am. You don't need to know. Which is a bit of a cop out, isn't it, for me? But I can't give you what she's telling me. I do feel there would have been something with the head though, because I'm feeling like an ache. Would that make sense to you? Okay, because I feel there's something with the head with her. She's saying to me, I didn't like it, but I'm okay now. I'm okay now. And she loved drawing, this little girl. Yeah? She loved drawing, and she still draws, but she draws the most beautiful, I'd say spiritual pictures now, whereas before she'd have drawn things she saw. Now they're spiritual pictures. She's saying, tell her to have a go. So maybe get some paper, get some crayons, and see what you draw, because I feel she wants to come across and draw these pictures with you. Now, I know they said to you just now, you need more time for yourself. This is one way of doing it, isn't it? Okay, oh, they're so clever. So she wants you to sit with a piece of paper on your own. You know, you can pretend you're in work and go off, but just do it on your own and see what comes up on this picture, because it will be important. It will make sense to you, all right? She's also talking about her knee. She said, I was always falling over. You don't know about that, okay? Because I don't know whether this condition made her a bit wobbly, because she's saying I kept falling over. She's saying you get a bit dizzy. You know, you're a little bit unsteady sometimes. Okay. She's telling you to get up slower. You know, if you're sitting down, don't jump up so quick, because she said she'll fall over like me. This is the way she's saying, she'll fall over like me. And I don't want her banging her head. So I don't know, I know I've been in your house once, but so there's a table or something there where you sit?
No.
No? Because it's like she's showing me sharp corners that you would bang your head on. If you stood up quick, sorry?
Maybe in my workroom.
Okay, because she said if you jump up quick, there's something with sharp corners, like a table with sharp corners, that you could bang your head on. All right?
I look out.
Yeah. Don't come to me next week and say not to tell. Okay. Again, she wants to bring you that joy and upliftment into your life.
Thank you.
Have fun. She keeps calling you auntie.
No, she was my cousin.
Your cousin. Why does she, I wonder why she keeps calling you auntie? Maybe it's a sign of respect. Because as I'm seeing her, she's still little.
Okay.
She's not showing herself as growing older in spirit. She's still as she was when she passed. Because I suppose you wouldn't have recognised her, would you? Been thinking about it logically. Okay. She's also talking about you tripping. Sounds like you're a blooming health hazard. She's talking about you tripping. She just wants you to be more careful. You're a little bit slapdash. You don't always concentrate properly. Look where you're going.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you sort of, you tend to bump into things, or you don't always, she says to me, she doesn't always look on the floor. She doesn't always look on the floor what she's, you know, going to tread on. She just wants you to be more wary, okay? And she's sending you the most beautiful picture, so that I know this is something that you've really got to do, because this picture that you draw will be from this little girl.
Okay.
All right? And I'm going to leave her love with you. Okay? Is that it?
Sorry. Hello everyone again. So thank you, Lesley, for your hard work with your mediumship. I'm going to invite Phil up to do the events list. Please bear with us.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. So here are the forthcoming events. Next Sunday's medium is myself, Phil Shaw, for Special Remembrance Sunday. Please note this is not an SPTV service, so it will only be streamed to Facebook at 11 a.m. A link to the service will be available on our Facebook pages. Following refreshments after this morning's service, the church congregation are welcome to join us in Charlie's Zen Den, which starts at 1:30 in the sanctuary. A meditation that takes you on a powerful journey connecting mind, body and spirit, centering, calming and regenerative. This is a free will donation event at 1:30 today. The Healing Clinic is every Tuesday 7 till 8:15 p.m. and Thursday 10 a.m. until 12 noon for members of the community and animals. You will be greeted by our healer practitioners in a safe, friendly and welcoming atmosphere. Again, free will donations. Our Friendship Club is every Wednesday from 11:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. in church and 11:30 until 1 on Zoom. Please note that some Wednesdays will not be on Zoom, so please check weekly postings on the Wimbledon Church main page or Facebook group. New events for the autumn include open platform with myself on Thursday, November the 9th, this coming Thursday, from 7 until 8:30. Intermediate, advanced and working mediums are welcome, together with a supportive audience. We will be covering evidential mediumship, inspirational speaking, philosophy, spirit writing, art, and platform presentational skills. Doors open at 6:15 p.m. for a prompt 7 o'clock start. This is not a pre-bookable event, but please can you direct message me to indicate if you will be attending, so I can add you to the list. My Facebook page is at Phil Shaw Spiritualist Medium, and email is philesoteric@gmail.com. The admission is £5, which includes refreshments. On November the 17th at 7 p.m. at our sister church, Hackbridge, we have a demonstration of mediumship with Michelle Dearlove Scott. Again, it's 7 p.m. and the admission is £5. On November the 26th at 7 p.m, £5 admission, we have a demonstration of mediumship with Ivan Lee at Wimbledon. Advanced booking will follow on our WSC Facebook page. On November the 30th at 7 p.m, £5 admission, again at Hackbridge, a demonstration of mediumship with Ashley Robinson and Sarah Warman. Again, advanced booking link to follow on the Wimbledon Facebook page. Rachel Davis is now offering one-to-one crystal healing at Hackbridge on selected Mondays and Friday afternoons, or some Sunday mornings at Wimbledon. Please refer to the WSC Facebook pages for further information about booking an appointment. Donations are gratefully accepted to the church on www.paypal.com/LADPROMS. That's www.paypal.com/paypalme/ladproms. Parking is available opposite Wimbledon Spiritualist Church on 2 metres, if they are available, or in Hartfield Road next to Morrison's. Thank you very much. That concludes the events list, and have a good week.
Thank you, Phil. I would like to invite Lesley.
Rachel's actually asked to contact her directly.
Oh.
There's a mobile number.
If you can please, for crystal healing, contact Rachel Davis directly. I think information is on the Facebook for her correct contact details. Can I ask Lesley if we can ask her to close us in prayer?
So close your eyes, please. Divine Spirit, Father God, we thank you for bringing us here to this wonderful church where we feel safe and we feel protected and we feel loved. We hope that the messages that were given today prove that life carries on and there is no death. Before we finish our service, may I ask that each and every one of you within this church and those watching at home just visualise our planet Earth. Spend just 2 minutes visualising our planet Earth and putting a white light of protection around it. Send your love to our planet, that peace may reign, that love may conquer everything, and the light shines and conquers the darkness. Visualise that beautiful white light shining. And if we could all do that once a day, whenever you've got time, I'm sure that healing light will help heal our planet. And as we finish this service today, I send love and thanks to those that have watched, for Jill for doing my reading for me today, and for Nicola for chairing. Thank you for being with us. Keep us safe and protected in your love and your light. Amen. Amen.
Thank you everyone for joining us today, and thank you Richard, and I wish everyone a wonderful Sunday. Thank you. Bye-bye.